Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another spooky seasoned themed flip through. Today we're taking a look at the Dark Mirror Oracle by Laura Sava. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This is a low Scarabeo deck and it retails for $19.95. A spiritual mirror for those who are not yet shining in the light but are still surrounded by darkness. So this is kind of a heavy deck, I'm not gonna lie to you. It is perfect, it is amazing for shadow work. It is definitely a beautiful deck if you like kind of more of the darker, side of things. And again, fantastic deck for shadow work. So if that's your cup of tea or you need some help with that, this could be the deck for you. As always, I'm not affiliated or sponsored for this video. I will link where you can purchase this deck down in the description box below, not affiliated links. So let's get into it. So it's a nice little box and look at, this is a ribbon. So I don't know, most of you know already that I love me a ribbon in a box because it just helps get the cards out and it's a nice little touch. So let's dive in. Before we get into the cards, I'm going to go ahead and read you a little bit about the deck in the guidebook here. You have 5 different groupings, so 5 concepts. Each card within the Dark Mirror Oracle has an aspect relating to one of the following concepts. As you read over each card, use these ideas to understand what is going on in your own spiritual soul. So we have the cycle of the moon, and then we have the 5 stages of grief. So denial, anger, bargain, depression, and acceptance. We have a visual seed, which is a description of the card as it looks like. It could offer a meditation seed. So look at the card and let it speak to you. Then there's a sentence that is a reflection upon the card, meaning through a single sentence to think or meditate on. And then going dark. We fear the dark, yet sometimes we need to embrace our fear and walk through it. It is not an easy task because even if we are strong, the darkness can also be strong. It is a part of us and it strikes when we are weak. It is a necessary process sometimes. Stare into the darkness, walk into the darkness, and let the darkness in. Look into a dark mirror. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards. So again, with most decks, it's always, in my opinion, great to have a reaction to the artwork. So just my opinion. And these definitely bring out some feelings because again, it is looking into your soul in a different perspective. I love the artwork on this too. I love the different like fragmentation of like a mirror as well. So as you can see, we do have the moon phases on the card. I like using these when I need to look a little bit deeper as to maybe why I'm having anxiety, maybe why I'm feeling a little some type of way. And these have been pretty accurate for the amount of time I've been using them. Oh, and then let me show you the back. So it is gloss, but it's not really high gloss. As you can see, it's, you know, it's reflective, but it's not crazy. This one is like the one that I'm not too fond of, the face, but you know, again, there's a reason. But they're just beautifully rendered. I love the concept of this deck. I think this will pair well with any of your darker themed tarot. I think this is great for a pull a day to kind of see the other perspective of maybe the question that you're asking. I don't think this is something that I would recommend using every day for every single kind of question or inquiry. But however, I do think this is a valuable type of deck to have in your collection for maybe the deeper questions that you have. Like I said, I use them when I'm feeling a certain type of way, and this kind of shines some light into why that could be. I really love the having like the 5 stages of grief in there. I really love having the moon phases. It's just such a interesting layered deck. And we're getting close to the end here. And that's it. All right, so I'll show you how it shuffles. It's only 32 cards, so it's gonna, not be such a fantastic shuffle. Spectacular, but it does shuffle really well. Let's see, is there a card that wants to be pulled? Nope. Okay, so I'll just take the top one. All right, so we have Naked Before the Stars, and this is number 18. And so we'll go in here. I don't think there is a table of contents. No. Okay. So there's a bunch of advice on how to use the cards, but there's no table of contents. So you just kind of have to go by the number. And so this is how it will look in the guidebook when you want to find your card. It'll have the moon phase up there, which is the first quarter, and the stage would be acceptance. And it says, accepting our own beauty in size, color, age, and fat. The visual seed is a curvy, beautiful woman wears lacy lingerie. One is a black corset, and she kneels in her full sensuality under the lights of a million artificial stars. The sentence is, there is no perfection that is worth enough. There is imperfection as proud as the heavens. And going dark would be, what do we see when we look in the mirror? Do we see something we like or something we dislike? Something we care or something we are a slave of? What do we compare ourselves to? To the stars of a media firmament leaking into our real life, to the social models, to the beauty queens and kings of the eternal pageant, to our inner self, to the idea we had when we were younger, to the eyes of the people loving us. I wonder what feelings the words curvy, cute, chubby, fat, rounded arouse within us, if a smile or distaste or recognition. The quest for beauty is not an empty quest. Even if beauty is not as deep as the ocean, still when we shine, our world becomes brighter. But we will always feel naked in front of the stars. We should just learn not to blush and stand proudly. So that's how the card will read. It is in, 5 different languages? 6 different languages. So again, that's the one thing that I do really love about Los Scarabeo decks is that they are in multiple languages. So you get the full guidebook in all the different languages. So that to me is important. Again, there's nothing really wrong with this deck. I don't have much to complain about other than I would not use this on a daily ritual basis. I do feel like this is a definite deck for certain types of questions and maybe some, well, actually definitely some shadow work. So I'm curious to know what you think about this deck, if it's something you already have, if it's something that you're planning on purchasing. How do you react to this deck? Is it something that you are totally distasting? Is that the right word? There are some decks where I'm just like, no, not for me. But I thought this was going to be one of them because I'm more on the light spectrum of the decks, you know, the fun and carefree. But sometimes you just need a darker deck. And I feel like this is the deck to do so. And I think I forgot to mention Riccardo Minetti. I believe he is the illustrator. I'm not sure. I'll double check with everything down in the description box below. So anyway, let me know what you think about this deck, and if you own it, do you use it for shadow work? Do you use it for certain things? What do you use it for? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification on the way out of this video. That way you'll never miss an upload from me. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.